The world is more turbulent than it has been in decades. There are currently 60 million refugees in the world. That makes about 1 out of every 122 people on the planet a refugee. Pope Francis recently asked for an end to this tragedy.
E vi invito tutti a chiedere perdono per le persone e le istituzioni che chiudono la porta a questa gente che cerca un hogar, che cerca una famiglia, che cerca essere custodito.
As the migrant crisis in Southeast Asia has shown, the doors are often closed. Some people are left at sea to die. Victims of violence, as many Iraqis are, end up displaced within their own country. Many Syrians end up fleeing by the thousands to find safety.
We are trying to launch an appeal to European countries to open their doors so that Syrians can come to our country safely and legally, so they don't have to take a boat. Until now, the only option for Syrians is to take a boat and risk their lives in the Mediterranean.
For more than 30 years, the Jesuit Refugee Service has helped people who are displaced by force. For example, in Syria, they help more than 300,000 people without discriminating based on origin or creed. They also help refugees who are arriving to host countries. In Lebanon, for instance, they are opening schools for displaced Syrian children like Ghada.
My last day in Syria, I was excited to come, but at the same time, I saw how hard it was to live, how hard life is. Now I dream of returning to Syria.
And no matter how normal a refugee's life may become in a new place, their greatest wish is to return home.
Around the world, we are seeing that every day the walls are higher, that it's impossible for a Rohingya, for a Syrian, or for a person who has fled their country and cannot go back to receive international protection.
According to the UN Refugee Agency, every 30 minutes, 30 people must flee their homes because of war, violence, or persecution. That breaks down to 42,500 every day. June 20th marks World Refugee Day, which is meant to remind people throughout the world that any person could be uprooted from their home.